Hey guys, welcome back to the Mark Charlamagne Show. So many news and so little time. Guys, let's jump right into it. So guys, in recent news, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to your social media, but there's been a blast, email blast that Walmart sent to everybody of something very uncomfortable. So recently, Walmart pretty much sent a whole bunch of black people emails pretty much calling them the N-word. Yes, and a lot of people is irate. But for some reason, this email seems like it came from Walmart itself with a whole text blasting to a whole bunch of black people. Was this a mistake? Or was this Walmart pretty much trying to send a statement? We will never know. Guys, let me know what you guys think about that. And let me know if you guys also got one of those emails from Walmart calling you guys the N-word. Alright guys, for more news, recently Charlamagne the God gave himself Donkey of the Day. Yes, he gave himself Donkey of the Day for simply pretty much attacking Kwame Brown.
Let me tell y'all something. Leave Kwame Brown alone. I don't know if y'all know, but you could do a little research. Kwame Brown was born in Charleston, South Carolina. I don't think I've ever met Kwame, but I know a lot of his family. His family lived in Mounts Corner, South Carolina. His father's name was Willie Brown. I don't know how many kids Willie Brown had. I don't know how many siblings Kwame Brown got, but I went to school with his sister, and I went to school with one of his brothers. Let me tell y'all something. Kwame's father in the 90s, I remember this story. He beat a woman with an axe handle. It was his girlfriend. And the rumor was he buried her alive. He buried her in the area that I grew up in, if I remember correctly. I've been trying to call my dad since yesterday to confirm the whole story because I literally forgot about this until yesterday. But the woman died and he got arrested. If he's still alive, he's in prison for life because he got caught because he left South Carolina after the murder and came back for his paycheck. Let me tell you something else. His other brother, I don't know if him and Kwame were close, but his other brother shot his baby mama several times and then killed himself. That was like in 2008. And his other brother, Kwame's other brother, just went to jail for murder like 3 years ago. All of this you can Google. I'm saying all that to say, leave Kwame alone. That man has been quiet for 20 years. He don't bother nobody. Clearly all that, all that he's a bust stuff gets to him, and you don't know what people are going through or have been through, but I've seen folks snap for less, and it looks like, Kwame is snapping. And if you look at the history of men in his family, you would know his men in his family have a history of snapping.
Well, he thought he was actually helping Kwame Brown, but he released a lot of sensitive information that Kwame Brown didn't even know for himself. But yet he released all this information on Donkey of the Day. So guys, take a listen to what Charlamagne the God had to say on his apology.
A lot of my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Donkey of the Day for Monday, May 24th goes to me, Leonard McKelvey. Contrary to popular belief, this is not the first time I've given myself Donkey of the Day because Donkey of the Day does not discriminate. I mean, I may be kind of biased towards certain people, but I don't have any bias when it comes to myself. If I'm wrong, if something I do or say doesn't sit right with my spirit, I have to apologize and do better moving forward, and that's what I'm about to do right now. I want to apologize to Kwame Brown and Kwame Brown's family. I want to apologize to his father, Bill Brown, and the family of his father. See, last week on this radio, in my attempt to defend a Charleston, South Carolina-born brother like myself, I revealed too much information about that man's family. And even though all that stuff is public record, some things just don't need to be said on the radio, and they definitely don't need to be said by me. When I look back, on the way I communicated that, I communicated it all wrong. And I unintentionally triggered trauma in a lot of folks I grew up with who I genuinely love. I'm sure I caused a lot of pain for not only Kwame Brown, but for his family, especially his family in my hometown in Mounts Corner, South Carolina. You know how I know? Because I spoke to a few of them. I've been on the phone this weekend with mothers of children and their children. Salute to Shaliba and her daughter, Brianda. I was on the phone with sisters like Wallet. Salute to Wallet. Oh, she cursed me out good. And, I was apologizing for triggering them, causing them pain, because I was casually discussing their family's trauma, man. And that's something that I have to stop doing. That's something that we all have to stop doing. I didn't even think about when I spoke on, Kwame and his family, how many people were impacted by those things I was speaking on. I mean, that's generational. Okay, I caused pain and unintentionally poked at people's wounds. Okay, wounds that will probably never heal. And I can't take back those words, but I can't apologize. Okay, that black man is not my op. He wasn't my op when I said it. In my mind, I'm defending that man, but I should have been defending him as Leonard Charlamagne the God McKelvey, the professional, and not Leonard Larry, whatever you want to call me, from Moncks Corner, South Carolina, talking like I'm home in the town. Brown alone. That was whack. Because the conversation didn't even have to go there. The conversation should have been about basketball. Yes, leave Kwame Brown alone because he achieved a goal and a dream that 1.3% of NCAA seniors will achieve, and 0.03% of high school seniors. You know how much small a number that is? But we didn't even get into that conversation because my mind automatically went to something that it didn't even have to go to. In doing that, I unintentionally caused trauma. And since I unintentionally caused trauma, I have to be intentional about causing healing. I'm not about to sit around and have beef with another black man for nothing. Trust me, as y'all know, I have a lot of real enemies who are gunning for me every day. Kwame Brown is not going to be one of them. Was upset at me. I went low. That wasn't my intention. But in hindsight, it was low. And Kwame took it to the floor with me. And y'all be online so excited, ready to see black people go back and forth and tear each other down. I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and forth if I feel like I wronged somebody. I'm going to apologize. That's what I think a good man does. A good man apologizes for the mistakes, that he made. But a great man corrects them. Hopefully, I get the opportunity to do that one day. But for now, I just apologize. So when I say I sincerely apologize to Kwame Brown and his family and the family of Bill Brown in Moncks Corner, I mean that. And last week, I was poisoned to Kwame Brown, Bill Brown, and their families. For that, I sincerely apologize. Please let Remy Ma give me Leonard McKelvey, Charlamagne the God, the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Yes, indeed.
You see, during the time that Charlamagne the God thought that he was helping Kwame Brown, he pretty much let go a lot of sensitive information that his family didn't want out there, let alone Kwame Brown didn't even know for himself. Now, please understand, guys, why Charlamagne is apologizing for what he did or what he said about Kwame Brown. Remember why he's trying to backpedal. Because Charlamagne is not backpedaling for no reason. Kwame Brown seems like he has a lot of information that he wants the public to know and he's trying to shed a lot of light on. It's probably the reason why Charlamagne doesn't want him to speak so much about him or why he's backpedaling. He pretty much accused this guy of being dangerous, and the whole entire media started coming after Kwame Brown because everybody thought that Kwame Brown was a dangerous guy because Charlamagne the God said that the males in his family are crazy, are loco. So Kwame Brown feel as though you don't know nothing about my life, why speak on my life? Well, there's some new revelation that just came out, and Kwame Brown pretty much speaks on why Charlamagne probably has something to say about Kwame Brown.
The moment I argue with two other people that's not Charlamagne, I get put on the Breakfast Club. I needed your help, and you knew it because you know me. And you called me before. We talked before. You interviewed me before because I don't know. Because I snap. I'm crazy. So you immediately knew, and you just came to the rescue to help me out, to help me by saying that my father beat a woman with you know what, and my brother pow pow and then pow pow, and you, an award-winning author, a journalist for over a decade, you mean to tell me that the things that you shared about my family's past, things in which I didn't even know, sir? My mama cooking didn't say I needed that season, sir. But you knew me, and you knew I needed to hear that. And you knew the world needed to hear that, right? These men, first of all, you say my little brother is in prison for life for a murder that he did 3 years ago, and my little brother at work. I can call him right now. So not only did you defame my little brother, his kids be home with him every day. That's the brother I was raised up with. You saying you know my sister well, that bitch, you don't know me. You never seen me a day in your motherfucking life. And say Kwame's daddy, his brother, and his brother are murderers, and then all week I'm moving with violence. Everybody's saying this shit. Jamil Hill, all the news stations, Rob Parker, and that Brouchard pimp. Everybody's talking about how aggressive I am and violent I am. In my opinion, I don't know what happened in any case or anything like that. Yeah. I would like to interview this young lady so she can get her story out. Because in my opinion, what I heard was a woman who was traumatized. And I don't know what happened, but in my opinion, she is the one who deserves an apology. So I'm gonna have to say respectfully and with all due pleasure that I do not, on behalf of my family in South Carolina, these Geechees, myself, all of my brothers, my 16-year-old son that didn't know that bullshit, and all the people in America that did not know that bullshit. So on behalf of all of us, I have to say, fuck your apology.
So, guys, definitely be careful to what you guys listen to on social media. Not everything you listen to is truthful. Or everything that you listen to probably has a plan behind it. Or people just simply have interests within each other. The get along, go along group. They probably have interests with each other. And that's probably why they say certain things to back their friends up. So really pay attention to what certain media groups say, because they have a narrative to push. So guys, don't be blind by the narrative that these people are trying to push. So guys, definitely like and subscribe. If you guys like these videos, please go down and subscribe for more. Peace.